joining us live and direct from
Got my cup of tea.
Ventures live from the podcast, and then watch this. Amazing. Oh no, wait, hold on. Here we go. Voila. Look at this. My friend, how are we?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Great to see you.
Some of those days, back to back.
Yeah?
Yeah, just meetings and fun and...
What's it like being London's prominent, the best community builder?
Well,
Amongst is there like a small mafia of you guys?
I couldn't possibly take that title. If others want to put it on me, then I'll accept it reluctantly.
I love it. Look, Founder Town was 3 weeks ago?
I think even 6 maybe.
6 weeks ago
It's been a while.
already?
It's been a while, yeah.
How was it?
It was incredible. So for everyone who doesn't know, Founder Town was, we went to a big lodge park, so I think Centre Park's kind of style accommodation. Everyone has like a lodge, a cabin, 5 or 6 people. So we had 22 founders, and we just formed a town for the week. And we'd have big communal meals, we'd do quad biking, archery, hiking.
Like plugged on steroids.
It's plugged on steroids. We had a week-long game of Traitors.
I've been seeing the content. It looks great.
Yeah, it was.
I'm keeping up to date. I'm enjoying the format. It's a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting a series to come out of this.
Neither were we. It just happened. We were on the train up, and I was like, okay, so there needs to be like a connective tissue that brings everyone together. I thought Traitors. And
I love
it. Silas was there with his camera. And of course, because I was like, Silas, you just have to do a few things every now and again. It turned into like hours of production every day. But it was incredible seeing like founders, putting their skills of like presentation and, fake it till you make it.
Yep.
But they're just lying. They're just like, I'm not Trey.
Could you tell?
So I knew.
Right.
I knew. So I was in production. I alone was like, fiddling all the strings, and really got a taste of like the incentives production gives you.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking by day one I'm like, okay, that was good. There's no drama.
Yeah.
Where's the drama? So I need to turn people against each other.
I love it.
So very quickly turned into like a maniacal Love Island producer. But it was really great fun, and then we ended on. We had a thing called Come Lodge With Me.
Okay.
So every lodge put on like a closing party, which was really fun. And
how many lodges? It was 4 lodges?
5 lodges.
5 lodges, and so there's just consecutive party into the evening.
It was
like hacking during the day, party during the evening on that last day.
On the last day, from 8 o'clock through to like 3 a.m. It was just like people just going between lodges and just like having fun. And
what's it like putting that many builders together, like almost in a bubble?
I think you accelerate connection very quickly,
which is the core purpose of Plugged.
Which is the core purpose. Like everything happens at 2 a.m. Like we have like, you have all of this structure. So like a typical day at Founder Town would be a big breakfast together in our kitchen. Like we'd cook hash browns and eggs and all of that stuff. Then it would be deep work until the afternoon. Then it'd be some sort of afternoon activity. And then we'd have workshops in the evening, and then games nights and things like that. And then it would just be a free-for-all from like 10 o'clock onwards. And then it'd just be people chilling in the hot tub, chilling in the sauna, just chatting and just getting to know each other. And like, it was those 2 a.m. chats where it's around, like, one of the chats we had was, why is anyone doing this? What's your number? Is it about money? If it is about money, what's your number?
Did people have numbers?
People had numbers. Like, people had differing motivations. Some people are just like, they're in it for the thrill of the bill. Like, I am here because, am I close enough to the...
Yeah, it gets picked up. Okay. Beauty of it is like wireless, don't worry.
Yeah.
We don't mess around on lectures.
Top quality. Some people are like, it's the thrill of the bill. Some people are like, I'm in a place I don't want to be, or I grew up in a place I don't want to be.
Right.
There is a number that gets me out of that place, and I want to reach that at the very least. But what sort of united everyone was it was just they couldn't imagine themselves doing anything else. It was like being a founder, and I'm sure everyone relates to this, is like, it's an identity. It's like it's who you are rather than what you do. It was really great because you just, when you live with people and you see them early in the morning and you see them late at night, like you see every side of them and you just connect in a different way.
Did the vision for what we talked about on the first segment that we had you on for, where it was like a campus, sort of like become a little bit clearer of what that might look like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because every lodge had its own sort of vibe. And I
Just
wish
happened organically? Did you place people together? How does that work?
we did place people together. So we ran it in conjunction with a community called Super Team. So Super Team had a lodge, and then Plugged had 2 lodges, and then there was like a wild cards lodge.
Oh, nice.
The people who were kind of outside our communities, but we brought in. And yeah, it was lovely because it was literally like it's a street of houses, and people are just walking between them. No one locked their doors, so it was just like you just open the thing and be like, "Hey, can I come and co-work here?" And then throughout the week, what happened organically was that people began to run their own activities and run their own workshops, and they were like, "Hey, can I just?" So our lodge was
Self-organizing.
it was self-organizing, and it became much like university in that sense. And that was only 4 days, and I can imagine what would happen if we did it for longer.
Wild.
Yeah,
Do you think it's going to happen again? We're going to get
for sure,
Family Town 2.0?
for sure. Family Town was like, it was not to toot our own horn, but it was fantastic. It was
Because
just like
I remember we were at dinner the other week and we were having the conversation around like the A16Z mind map of like what every business is going to do. And so Founder Town and Plug sort of fit within this like community building segment. Right place, right time, right moment still?
in terms of like in that sort of media, yeah, I think everyone's a bit early.
Right.
I think everyone's a bit early. I think distribution and content and community.
Because you're going to build something else outside the content, right?
Yeah.
Like it's almost a pillar within the ecosystem of like the world that you're building.
Exactly. So like the content showcases what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I think because of the way AI is, I mean, it's just slopification of the internet. The public square internet, I'm not sure people have quite caught on to this yet, but the public square internet is dying or is dead. I mean, dead internet theory will have you believe
Walk me through dead internet theory.
Dead internet theory is essentially the internet is just AI talking to each other.
Right.
So
because we are just using AI to make the post to then communicate on the web that people are then responding with AI.
Well, it's literally just AI talking to each other.
Got it. Okay.
So a good thing to look up at home is Minion Jesus. Type in Minion Jesus, and basically Minion Jesus is you've got these Facebook groups that are full of hundreds of thousands of people. Okay. And they produce like slop.
Okay.
But these are like training grounds for AI to kind of figure out like what kind of output or content gets positive reactions from people. Mm-hmm. Minions is a popular thing. Jesus is a popular thing.
It's Minion Jesus.
So then you had this thing where the AIs were converging on like really weird religious imagery. Okay. And then the comments are just full of people just going hallelujah, amen. And it's quite clearly AI talking to AI. And it's literally, these groups represent millions of users. And that's dead internet theory that like, as AI goes onto the internet to kind of, to gather more data on what works and what doesn't. Yep. They're just meeting in the middle. So what we're seeing, I think what we're going to see is people retreating away from a public square internet where you can't tell what's real and what's not. Okay. It's been overrun by AI. Mm-hmm. Into private WhatsApp groups, offline experiences, back into communities where you know that those people are real. You can trust that the people who are in charge have your best interests at heart. Like for me, we know Facebook is dead. Instagram is dying. Everything's moving back onto like Snapchat and WhatsApp, and like it's one-to-one relationship with very small group networks. And that's why I say that I think all community builders are a bit early. Right. Because we're building the channels and the environments that people will retreat into because everything else just becomes, you can't trust what you see anymore. But you can trust if you've been to an event, like to get into our group chat, you have to have been to an event. Yep. So there's like on our wider audience is like maybe 7,000 people, but there's only 300 people in the group chat.
Clear.
Because those are the people who've chosen to be there, and that's what we're probably maybe a few years away from it, but people are going to retreat into community, retreat into like belonging and offline. And community builders who are building now are going to be the ones that are ready to embrace them.
So it's like you're preparing for the decoupling of a generation on the internet.
Yeah.
From the internet, and not spending their time online, but rather spending their time in person.
I think,
and we're just in that cycle.
Yeah, I think we're going to move into like offline enabled by online.
Okay.
Whereas before it was online first.
Do you think that everyone ends up making content then, and to post online about their experiences? So everyone becomes this like media house or creator in their own right, and it's just the proliferation and distribution of that content that fuels whatever they're building and the journey that they're going on.
Yeah, I think if you're to sustain a in real life experience or to sustain a community in general, you need to communicate the value, communicate what you're doing, and it means that like you have to have a brand, you have to have content. So like for example, the way we're thinking about it is an event like Founder Town. It's a retreat, and you've got two options we have two options as a community. We can release like a standard, after movie, and it's like electric guitars, and it's like, wow, everyone's having a great time, and like it's all of that. Or we could take the time and produce like a TV show.
Yep. But you can also do both, right?
You can do both, exactly.
Both. And then you get the stories of everything in between.
That's it. So like from Founder Town, we had 3 streams of content that came out of that. It was Humans of Founder Town, which focused on the stories. We have Traitors, and then we had the continuation of our
Dude, you're working so hard, man.
Bro, I'm so tired. I'm so goddamn tired.
Dude, like, that is incredible. Okay, so, I mean, Plugged is still, in the end game of trying to maintain a place in this world. How's it going?
Yeah, well, it's going. It's going. So we are...
we had 30, was it 30 to begin with?
We had 34.
34.
We've now got 47.
Oh, are you serious?
So...
In 1.5 months?
Yeah, I mean, we're nowhere near our target.
Yeah, but 80% of it will come in the last 20%.
Well, I hope. The thing is, right, we generated enough applications to fill the space.
Okay, great. Right? But it's the curation piece.
It's the curation. So like if we were to, the whole point of this is that everyone needs to fit together like a puzzle piece.
Right.
It doesn't matter what industry or who you are, but it's more around, are you obsessed with the build? Are you building something incredible? And are you a good person to be around?
Clear.
Because that's part of, people who've been to Plugged events know this, is like there's a feeling, and that feeling is, it feels good to be in a Plugged space, and that feeling is carefully engineered. And the people are like a key part of that. So we've generated like well over 150 applications in the last year. We just need 100 members. We could have filled the space. With the applications we generated from this marketing campaign, we could have filled the space.
I guess my question here now is like, why not do it, keep yourself alive, and then curate off the back of that?
Because you lose the essence of what everyone else has bought into. Right. So for those 47 members who are here now, they've bought into a very particular value and visions for Plugged. And if we then, brought in another 50 members who were not aligned with that, suddenly it takes a long time to build trust and a very short amount of time to break trust. And if what we're trying to avoid is the same trap that Soho House fell into,
let everyone in, and then sort of like build restrictions on the model.
If you see the chatter around Soho House at the moment, it's listed on the stock market. They're now delisting because
they've gone private.
They've gone private because the incentives were all wrong. People are trying to cancel their Soho memberships. They're not being allowed to.
You can't cancel it.
They literally there's TikToks of people just going like, they won't let me out. And
it's a hefty subscription.
It's a hefty subscription, and you can't, once you break that trust. And now that I've seen that TikTok, I'm not touching that. I'm not, and that's your brand is irreversibly damaged sometimes. So it's better to go slower, and to really deliver an experience that your community is looking for. Because part of the problem Plugged is trying to solve is that there are spaces that don't take the time to create the environment that a founder needs.
Right.
And you need to be around people who are talented, who are good, like good to you and good for you, right? And if we betray that, then we've just betrayed everything that why we exist. And why we exist is to kind of like keep out the people that don't necessarily fit what we're trying to build, and to ensure that the people, because our mission is to make it easy for good founders to change the world. You should focus on the build when you're at Plugged. Everything else should be irrelevant. And part of that is the environment, and we can't begin to, if we begin to negotiate on that, like I'd rather be evicted tomorrow than to do the commercially sensible thing, which if we had investors, and this is the problem with like raising as well, is like if you have investors, they're like,
You gotta go take the money.
if any founder says we'd rather do this than the commercially sensible thing to do, they'd be like,
Do you think you're making the right decision then?
I think so.
Does it weigh on your mind?
Absolutely. No. There's no doubt in my mind that just from a purely business functional point of view, to make a decision to dilute the quality of the community for the sake of money rips out the heart of what you're building, and as such, you will die in the long term. Like Soho House is experiencing this, right? We work to a certain extent too. Like at the start, it was like, oh my god, this community, and then
But that's why you had the events, right? Like you had the open house, which is sort of like make it feel bigger than it is.
Yeah.
But then we sort of filter through and find the people that are like very serious about building.
Exactly.
And that is what's like the core of Plugged.
Yeah. At the core, it's like it's serious people. And Plugged has this very playful, fun
Yeah, of
image.
course, right? Like we've got Founder Town hat here.
We've got whatever this is.
What is this?
So one of our, they're not one of our co-working members, but one of our like wider community members. He is doing,
Is like something you put on for Halloween?
so they're doing a music streaming platform.
Okay.
That essentially gamifies like listening to your artist, so you can unlock different
That's so
gifts
cool.
and things from your artist if you listen to them a lot. And that's their official mascot. They work downstairs and they needed somewhere to store it, so we were like,
Plug says
it's
the
vibe.
biggest space.
Yeah. It's like, so I'm not sure. What's he called? It's the service is called Listen.
service is called Listen.
LISS.
Check them out.
Yeah, check them out.
Do you know what this is though? Like what avenue it's supposed to be?
I actually have no idea.
I think should we get up and show them the size?
It's huge. Yeah.
We'd absolutely love to see it. All right, so what's next, right? We got more events coming up. We're doing some specials. Like, what's happening?
What's
Because
next?
we still got to get to the 100.
We do. So we filmed a Hail Mary video
Okay.
last week, which we'll be releasing this week. We've got a new episode coming out in 5 minutes.
Oh, because we're doing the daily episodes as well.
This is the thing.
I think you
so-
pump out more content than I do. And that's saying something.
I'm exhausted. We've got 3 weeks left to go.
Okay.
That's the big deadline.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. In the last episode,
Okay.
the building sent a representative to like
Yes,
be like, hey,
I
what's
saw.
going
I
on?
tuned in. Yep.
So now this is the conclusion of that meeting.
Okay.
Releases in 5 minutes. Get to my profile.
Where can they find you?
Josh Tulloch. Either go to Plugged.
You'll come in the group chat
Or Josh Tulloch
on all platforms.
on all platforms.
Wonderful.
And then we filmed like a Hail Mary. Hopefully this video goes viral. Video. I think part of the problem that we need to solve next is I think we've saturated our networks in terms of reach.
Okay.
And what we need to do now is basically use ad spend to kind of get out of our bubbles.
Right.
So we've got content we know works.
Okay.
We just need to now increase the reach to get more people knowing about us.
You take almost like a VaynerMedia approach. You find what works on organic, and then you figure out like deconstruct all of that, and then apply those moments to paid, and then convert off the back of that with really clear call to actions.
Exactly.
And clear.
Because we've done everything we've now done long form, short form, character work, sketches.
It's incredible.
Like we've done the gambit.
Yep.
And the data is very clear on what works. And just really annoying, kind of, is that it's just simple stuff that really works. And
It's every
this is
time,
the
isn't
thing,
it? It's
this is the
every
thing.
time.
And I'm like, I'm a complicated. I'm a man who likes to complicate things.
Yep.
And for me, I love the scripting and the ridiculousness of how the series has evolved, because it is now ridiculous. It doesn't. It's like it's barely making sense at this point. But
we unlocked new characters.
yes,
We've integrated the community into
Yeah.
it. I mean, like if you can sort of like branch off into the long form, it's like you've almost got the Plugged universe now.
This is it. Yeah.
And I talk a lot offline about like the Venture universe and what that looks like. And I think that's the fun you can have with it, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise it becomes this really boring, we're just another community.
But then the data just says like face to camera blogs.
It just works.
They're the ones that work. Like our most successful. So we have two really successful videos. Our first one, which I think was just like excitement. The second one was
Always the first one. It always happens.
it's just like voiceover, and then it starts with me brushing my teeth.
Okay.
And it's just like a compilation of me going throughout my day.
Okay.
And it's just people just want simple real stories. I think we have got a bit convoluted, and we're doing a big like content reset. So like next year, we're gonna be taking a different approach based on the data.
Can I ask then, do you look
Yeah.
back on this? Do you look back on it and go like, oh wow, that was like a really cool series that we did? And so almost if we look at these independent films that happen, independent TV series that happen, that do like a one run, and it's sort of this thing that lives forever, like The Bodyguard
Yes. Yeah.
on the BBC. Incredible series, one season. But we look back on it so fondly because it was one season. Do you feel the same way that will probably happen? You'll do these like set pieces that will go down in history for Plugged,
Yeah, I think so. I think
but then has this integrated storyline.
I think what the series has done is it's given us 1,000 different avenues off which we can go, and
Right.
data to back up our decisions. So like it will sit at like a foundation of everything that we do. And yeah, like it's like if Traitors does well, then we're going to go down that route. If this vlogging style is the thing that needs to be done, then we'll go down that route. And I think it's really, I think the struggle I have is balancing creativity with what works.
Right.
Because what works is obviously effective, which again, commercially speaking, to do marketing well, you need to do what works.
Yep.
But then what works just puts you in the bucket with everyone else.
Clear.
So like, for example, if I really wanted to get big on LinkedIn, there are playbooks. It's like X number of things I learned doing X, comment X for my playbook, right? And you could go down that route, but
And we've got the playbook queen over here. She's in the plug house as well.
And it's like there are different streams with me. I wanna put on a moustache and
want to make a work of art.
yeah. But that's not, again, it's like you've got to balance that with making money. And like it's because it's we owe it to our people to survive. And
Do you feel the community's bound, like almost, galvanized around Plugged in this sort of, 3-month sprint on saving ourselves?
Yeah, we're like a lot of our content is now focusing on them. So like Humans Have Found a Town is like a straight to camera, like heart, this is how I'm feeling. We're doing our building at Plugged. We've got like spotlights, and one of the values the value that we want to deliver for our members is storytelling. So if you come to Plugged, we will tell your story.
Clear.
And obviously that works for us on one level because it's like we're telling interesting stories that people are engaged with. Yeah. But then on the founder side, it's like I want that. Like I send when someone says to me, "Who have you got in your community?" I'll be like, "Hey, check out Martin's video." And like that's I don't know if Martin, you probably don't know this, but like the 2 calls that I've introed Martin on for VCs on the basis of that video.
Really?
Well, it's like the guy was like, "I want to speak to that person," and it was a 90-second video just going through what Martin was doing.
Yep.
Same thing with Osman. Like,
I mean, they're both incredible characters building this outside the box
this is the
sort of
thing.
startups.
So
right?
like, it makes it easy for me to sell my like to help our
Because
families.
you've curated the community
Because
with these incredible individuals
Yeah,
and teams.
and then just tell their stories. Just tell their stories.
Josh,
That's what
I've
we
got
do.
one ask. Right?
Okay, go.
One.
Go on.
Can we give away a slot? Can we give away a table once a week to someone that wants to build?
Give away a slot.
Yeah. So they can come and work from Plugged once a week. It's not an open house. It's a single individual that comes on stream and you get to pick. Very early stage.
Interesting. So it'd be one of your.
It'll be one of the guests that have come on the show that needs a spot to work in London.
I don't see why not.
Yeah?
I don't see why not. Let's
Find a way to make that happen.
just send them our way, and then we're always open to, like, if anyone wants to come down and just work, even if you're not interested in joining and you just want to chill. We have a very nice office. The building we're in is like so talent dense. We've got
I saw a media downstairs, EF's on floor 4. We've got Jack and Jill bumped into the founders that I'm in their DMs. The guy had no idea who I was. They're just exceptional talent across the board.
Yeah, just come meet people. It's an incredible what David and Wonder have done. It's built an incredible ecosystem just in one building. And yeah, like you were saying, you've got EF on one floor. You've got all of the EF spin out to then stay in the building. And then you've got us, you've got Jack and Jill, you've got like Amelia from Ivy. Like it's like there's the whole building is just like alive. Yeah.
I think that's probably the best
Silicon
way to do it.
Shoreditch.
We're coining it now, Silicon Shoreditch. Dude, this has been a pleasure. I thank you so
Always a
much for
pleasure.
letting us
Always a pleasure.
stream on location.
Of course.
First one ever. This will go down in history.
There we
We've
go.
got to get a thumbnail right at the end of this with the whole team.